And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 6 of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models here tonight from the virtual Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the callers. We are a little over 90 seconds into the qualifying session. Take a look at one of the drivers that picked up the hard charger last week. It's going to be Nick Ryan. He goes 9th. Quick trying to chase down Riley Hutchison with a 14.729. Kyle Fisher on the raceway right now in car number 32, driving the Toowoomba windscreens entry. Again, Riley Hutchison goes quick time with a 14.729. Harry Stewart from Riley Stewart, second and third. Rowan Jones in fourth. Those drivers will all start. For the moment, they will all start on the pole of the first four, the only four heat races here this evening, as Kyle Fisher waiting for that first official lap time to come through. 10th quick with a 14.864, a 14.864 on lap number 1 there for Kyle Fisher. Bentley Summers, Oscar Ames piloting their race machines on the raceway right now as Kyle Fisher goes back down to 11th quick as Nick Ryan jumped up to position number 5. There's Bentley Summers. Oscar Ames already on the racetrack of the Civil Plumbing Draining number 99 machine for Hooked Up Speed Lab. Jacob Croker as well making his way out onto the racetrack. Driving the Mine Main, Gold Tire and Exhaust Centre. Number 15 machines will go back to Oscar Ames. 25th quick there with a 14.987. A 14.987. Second lap going to be a whole lot quicker there. Jumps to position number 9 with a 14.843. A 14.843 for Oscar Ames. So under 2 minutes right now in qualifying session here for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. Jacob Croker jumps into the top 10. He'll jump to 9th. He'll bump Oscar Ames back to position number 10. We'll see how these drivers are going to fare here this evening. Bentley Summers is 16th quick with a 14.886. Lyle Fisher, 6th quick with a 14.819. How about that for Lyle Fisher in the 029, the Roma Windscreens entry. 14.819 for Lyle Fisher. Jacob Croker, he is going to be done and dusted for this evening, I do believe. So we've got just over 60 seconds left in the qualifying session, but as it stands, Riley Hutchison, Harry Stewart, Riley Stewart, and Rowan Jones, your top 4, which will, of course, put us into the first heat race of the evening. Top 2 to the dash, top 4 directly to the main event. Everybody else 5th on back. We'll go through to a C and a B main. Yes, Alphabet Super Racing here tonight. Heat race number 1, we'll see Riley Hutchison in car number 2 on pole position. To the outside, also driving the 2, but at this time it's a 2L machine of Nick Ryan. We go back to the second row inside. From position number 3, we mark Scott in car number 6. On his outside in car 32. Kyle Fisher from position number 4. Bentley Summers rolls up the 3 machine from position number 5. Out of position number 6 in car number 18. It's Cohen O'Toole. Brendan Randall lines up the 93 from position number 7. From 8 in caliber 86, it'll be Haydo Bish. And Lachlan War, who did not take a time in the 92 car, will start from position number 9. In fact, I don't believe that he is even in where he needs to be. So, heat race number 1. We are ready to go racing. 10 laps on the board and we are green. Your Late Model Racing Tasmania 6th round of the series, thanks to Racer Industries and JSI Sim Sports. We're green here at Eldora to complete lap number 1 of heat race number 1. And Riley Hutchison looking to drive away from the rest of the field. Nick Ryan back there in second position. Mark Scott in the 6th car working to the inside of the 32 of Kyle Fisher. But Kyle Fisher goes back and uses the momentum on the outside to move into position number 3. Remember, top 4 will go straight through to the main event. 5th on back will go on to the B and C mains, depending on how far you are. And again, 12 lap C main, 15 lap B main. We'll have an 8 lap dash as well, where we'll see the top 2. And then, of course, we will have our 40-lap feature event to conclude round number 6. Yes, we're in the back half of the season. We're at the start of the back end of this 10-week series. Riley Hutchison, a big lead right there, 6 to nearly 7/10 of a second. Opens up that gap there on Nick Ryan. As Ryan now closes in, but now Nick Ryan going to have some company down to the inside there with Carl Fisher looking down low in turn number 1 and 2. Fisher in the 32K. Here comes Mark Scott once again. So your battle on screen right there. Second, third, and fourth position. Remember, top 2 will transfer into a dash in the warm-up session. Top 4 will lock themselves directly into the show. Ryan caught the concrete wall there on the exit of turn number 2. There'll be 4 to run at the line right now for Riley Hutchison. Meanwhile, Carl Fisher not giving up on that inside line. He'll now dive it down to the inside, slide up across the nose of Nick Ryan. Ryan back down to the throttle. Fisher into the wall. He'll lose not 1 but 2 spots there, as now he's going to have some problems. So drama in the 32 car. We should be staying green. That'll put Bentley Summers in the 3 car for House of Speed directly into the show right now. Nick Ryan still got to fend off the challenge from Mark Scott in car number 6. There'll be 2 to run at the line there for Riley Hutchison. So twin sticks in the air, 2 laps left to run. Here for heat race number 1 for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series from the Eldora Speedway. And again, Nick Ryan just using the middle through turn number 3 and 4, getting a little loose there. Unlike Nick Ryan there, so maybe the nerves starting to come in. There'll be 1 lap left to run. Oh, Ryan catches the concrete wall. Here goes Scott to the inside into 3 and 4. They run. Checkered flag is out. Summers is going to be there on the bottom, 3 wide, but Riley Hutchison takes out heat race number 1. Second will go to Nick Ryan. Third will be Mark Scott. Bentley Summers in 4th. Woo. What a way to finish up heat race number 1. Let's take a look at your finishing results. Hutchison and Ryan will go to the dash. Scott Summers will go to the main. Bish, Riddle, O'Toole, Fisher and War off to your consolation races, your B and C main for those drivers 5th on back. Heat race number 2, we'll see the man starting on pole, who is yet to be defeated this season. Harry Stewart in car number 11 lines up on pole position to the outside of the front row. Lyle Fisher driving the 029 machine will start from position number 2. From position number 3 in car number 15, that'll be Jacob Croker to the outside driving the Q25. Nash Granger from position number 4. Position number 5 in car number 79, it'll be Daniel Boyd, and who's outside. In car number 12, Jason Crawford will start position number 6. And your 4th and final row, inside and outside. Driving the 21 machine from position number 7, that'll be Alan Cleary. And to the outside in car 47, from position number 8, that is Dylan Price. So we'll see 8 cars in heat races number 2, 3, and 4, which again will of course give us a 33 car field. And someone needs to put it to the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Starts on pole of heat race number 2. A total of 4 heat races, a C main, a B main, your dash, which will be 8 laps for 8 cars, and then our 40 lap A main event to wrap up round number 6 of the Late Model Racing Tasmanian Pro Late Model Series thanks to Racer Industries. Green flag is out. We're underway. Harry Stewart again will lead us down into turn number 1 and 2. Jacob Croker going to have a good look on the inside there of Lyle Fisher, but Lyle Fisher, he's going to hold on to the runner-up position. Meanwhile, 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Boyd comes up into Jacob Croker as Nash Granger uses that outside line to his advantage. Cleary in the 21 car. 1 spot out of a transfer position. Did start on that 4th row, so he's moved up a couple of positions. And now here comes Croker trying to get a run on the outside in turn 1, off turn 4 there on Alan Cleary. Just under 4/10 of a second lead for Harry Stewart over Lyle Fisher. Daniel Boyd picked up a podium last week trying to close in there on Nash Granger. Croker into the concrete wall. That's not going to do him any favours. So he'll go from 3rd from where he started in the space of 3 laps. And he'll go back to position number 8. So Jacob Croker not having a fun time. He's probably going to go and find himself retiring back to the pits here in a minute. There it is. He does go back to the pits. So problems for the 15 car. Croker's got a lot of work to do later on tonight if he wants to put himself into the 40 lap A main event. Cross flag sticks around. 5 down, 5 to run. Cleary to the inside of Boyd. Your battle for the transfer position is on right now. 4th and 5th. Remember, top 4 will go to the main event. 5th on back will be seated into a B and a C main. Boyd's got it. Picked up a podium last week. I've got to say, Lyle Fisher looking to close the gap there on Harry Stewart. And Lyle Fisher again, last lap time by, he was half a tenth quicker. He was the quickest car on the racetrack there on the previous lap. So again, we'll try and keep an eye on the time between Harry Stewart and Lyle Fisher, as Stewart just edges out Fisher once again there to complete what was lap number 7. Now there's going to be 2 to run. Granger in what is position number 3. There is your top 2. Harry Stewart. There's Lyle Fisher, a little bit of concrete. Having a good taste of the concrete, I should say, in turns 1 and 2. But there's going to be 1 lap left to run for Harry Stewart. Here off turn number 4, half a mile. We'll see 4 turns. He'll get into turn number 1. Again, Lyle Fisher not going away just yet, but Stewart won't have anything to worry about for the remainder of this one, unless he does something erratic in turns 3 and 4, which he does not. Stays right through the middle. Checkered flag is out, and we are done in heat race number 2. So there we go. 2 heats into the books just like that. Harry Stewart gets the win in heat race number 2 from Lyle Fisher, home in 2nd. Nash Granger comes home 3rd. Daniel Boyd will find himself in position number 4. Alan Cleary in 5th. Jason Crawford in 6th. Dylan Price and Jacob Croker will come home 7th and 8th position. We get set for your penultimate heat race of the night. On the pole position with the 96 car of Riley Stewart. To the outside of the front row in car 27, Jaden Russell, a podium from Linear National Speedway a couple of weeks ago. He'll start on the outside of the front row. Oscar Ames will pilot the 99 car from position number 3. The 26 car of Kobe Noonan lines up at a position number 4. Your 5th starter in car number 55, that'll be Jack Murphy. To the outside, the 56 entry of Cooper Croker lines up at a position number 6. Position number 7 will be the 92 car of Cody Gay, and the 18 of Daniel Nickel lines up at a position number 8. So heat race number 3 about to start here at the Eldora Speedway, and as soon as that pace car hits the pit concrete, they are allowed to fire, and that's exactly what Riley Stewart does. Oscar Rames now down low off turn number 2. And what an immediate battle we've got for the top 4 positions. And Stewart got tagged there by Jaden Russell. Oscar Ames there will lead lap number 1. Ames down low. Russell upstairs. Jack Murphy coming after Kobe Noonan right now. As Noonan again going to continue to work to the low side through turn number 1 and 2. You can see a couple of car lengths in it between 2nd, 3rd, and then 3rd and 4th position as well. Still see your race leader of Oscar Ames from that inside of the 2nd row. Jaden Russell now going to work it down low in the middle of turn number 1 and 2, and he'll slide it up. So somewhat of a long slider there for Jaden Russell, almost using the diamond line. So Russell still with a bit of work to do if he wants to hold on to a dash position. Murphy in the 55 car has got that 4th and final transfer position. So the way it stands, you can see from top left, Oscar Ames, Jaden Russell, Kobe Noonan, that's your top 3. Jack Murphy, Cooper Croker, your top 4. Though Daniel Nickel now moves by Cooper Croker as Riley Stewart now move into position number 6 with Croker, believe, going back to the pit. So not a happy hunting ground right now for the Crokers. We've seen Jacob Croker have some misfortune there in heat race number 2. As now we see a battle for the race lead. Jaden Russell has got that outside line working. Oscar Ames, Jaden Russell with 3 to go. Russell had it at the start-finish line by probably a front bumper, and that's all that it was at the start-finish line. Going to be a little bit of a longer gap right now for Jaden Russell as they work into turn number 3. Two laps left to run for Jaden Russell to put the 27 into the dash. White flag is out. Jaden Russell, Oscar Ames running back in position number 2. Then you go back to Kobe Noonan, Jack Murphy, who have got them transfer spots at the moment as they'll head off into 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Jaden Russell will get the win there in heat race number 3, I should say. Second will go to Oscar Rames. Kobe Noonan in third. Fourth will go to Jack Murphy. Fifth is going to be Daniel Nickel, Riley Stewart, Cooper Croker, and Cody Gay round out the field. So there it is unofficially, and make it official there. Heat race number 4, looking like this. On the pole position with the 31 car of Rowan Jones to the outside of the front row. The 10 car of Shannon Jordan from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 36 car of Aidan Gardner to the outside of that second row in car number 30. Jonah Blackburn lines up at a position number 4. Sean Stevens in car 26 starts position number 5, and the 74 entry of Jason Burke will start from position number 6. And your fourth and final row, Corey Borden in the 7 car lines up at a position number 7, also piloting car number 7 from position number 8, that is Dale Rowlands. So we get set for the 4th and final heat race of the night. 4th heat race before we start to eliminate some of the drivers in your preliminary mains. Green flag is out. The final 10 laps around Eldora Speedway. For the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series, round number 6 here at the Eldora Speedway, presented by JSI Sim Sports. And just like that, lap number 1 is in the books, and it belongs to Rowan Jones. Second, Shannon Jordan. Sean Stevens in third. Aidan Gardner in fourth, although here comes Jonah Blackburn to the outside. Makes a bit of contact there with that right rear quarter panel. And you see the 36 car. We're going to go yellow for the first time tonight. Again, we take a look at the replay and we'll go have a look from high above the racetrack. And we are going to let race control deal with that one. We're not here to give our opinion on what that is. That is just, well, hard racing. And we leave that to the trusty officials to make that decision. But again, back to live pictures here from Eldora Speedway. They get the 2 to green signal. Now, restarts and yellows. Delaware double file restarts. If you're unsure what it is, well, let me explain it to you very quickly. The lead car has the entire front row to themselves. The second car will have lane choice, inside or outside. Third place car will choose the opposite of what second place car will do. So that will make up row 2. And of course, row 3 will be back basically essentially 4th and 5th. And then we go through the field until we have our 24 drivers lined up, ready to go. Of course, you'll see one car at the back of the bus all by themselves, should we have that 24 stars. Yeah, now, yes, we do. We will be starting 24 cars in tonight's A main event, so keep an eye on the 18 car of Shannon Jordan. Looks like he's opted to go to the outside line, although no, now he's opted to come down low. So Sean Stevens will move up to that outside row. And all right, we're going to come back racing here off turn number 4. Your Delaware double file restart, but your Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series is back underway here from the Eldora Speedway. And Shannon Jordan slides up to the middle of the racetrack, not leaving a lot of gap between his rear bumper and Sean Stevens' front bumper. But now Stevens is going to come back down to the inside. He's going to look to return the favour and try and get up on the inside there of Shannon Jordan. Now Stevens, will he come to the top of the racetrack? No, he leaves that lane open. He does come up just a little bit, and Jordan did back out of it. Burke to the inside of Gardner and Borden. They're 3 wide for the final transfer position. Let's have a look. Oh boy, who's that one? That's Aidan Gardner who copped the worst end of that stick. Corey Borden from 7th to 4th. Blackburn to the inside on Burke as they work into turns 3 and 4. Burke's got the advantage down the front straight away. He's got to make that car as wide as possible. He'll start position number 4 in the B main if he's able to hold on to a fifth place finish. Jones out in front comfortably. Will start alongside Jaden Russell on that second row of the dash. That front row is mighty juicy. Riley Hutchison and Harry Stewart. In a season where we have seen Harry Stewart just absolutely dominate your feature events so far in the opening 5 weeks of the series. Continues to tick laps off here at the Eldora Speedway. They'll come to the white flag. 1 lap left to go. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Rowan Jones victorious. G. Jordan closed in there on Sean Stevens. And it got very close at the line. A little over half a tenth in it. But there was absolutely almost nothing in a 0.064 of a second. I believe we're looking at Rowan Jones gets the win second. We'll go to Sean Stevens, Shannon Jordan in third. Jonah Blackburn in fourth. Corey Borden in fifth. Jason Burke in sixth. Dale Rollins in seventh. And Aiden Gardner home in position number 8. We wait for your C-main cars to come onto the raceway right now, but there is heat number 4 results. Jones, Stevens, Jordan, Blackburn, your top 4. Borden, Burke, Rollins, and Gardner will be off to your B and C main. As now we have got 9 cars in your C main lining up like this. Cohen O'Toole will start on pole position in the 18 car. Dylan Price in the 47 lines up at a position number 2. Cooper Croker in the 56 lines up at a position number 3. Dale Rollins in the 7 car lining up at a position number 4. Position number 5 in the 32 car of Kyle Fisher from 6 in car 15 of Jacob Croker, I should say. Cooper's out of 3. Cody Gay lines up the 92 from position number 7. Aiden Gardner lines up the 36 entry from position number 8. And Lachlan Moore going to tag up onto the back of this field in car number 92. So it looks like we are missing Cooper Croker in this one. Safety car comes in. 12 laps on the board. We are green. Here in your C main, Kyle Fisher going straight to work on the 47 car of Dylan Price. Now going to come after Cohen O'Toole. So yes, week number 6 this is. Fisher sliding from the bottom to the top. Cohen O'Toole going to come back underneath him now off for turn number 2. Now it's O'Toole's turn to throw the slider there on Fisher, and that he does. Fisher, although we'll come back at him now down the front straightaway. Cohen O'Toole just led that lap, and oh boy, there's a bit of contact. Bit of rubbing panels there in the middle of turn number 1 and 2 there on that slider. Gentlemen, I know you want to go and win the C main, but gee, I tell you what, the object and the name of the game, finish in the top 3 just to put yourself into the B main and give yourself a better chance at making the show, because if you finish outside the top 3 in this one, you are done. Lachlan Moore, meanwhile, the 92K, who we've not seen all night long, didn't take a qualifying lap, didn't take a lap in heat racing action, has now moved up to position number 4 and looking to come after Dylan Price in that 47 car. Price says, got it, oh boy, Aiden Gardner around, going down into turn number 1. We stay green for the moment. Lachlan Moore, problems in the 92 car, and the right front is broken on that one. His night is done and dusted, unfortunately. Meanwhile, here comes Cody Gay, Jacob Croker. They went 3 wide down into turn number 1. There was 2 slide jobs on Dylan Price. We go yellow, and gee, Dylan Price gets lucky with that one. Yellow comes out. So Lachlan Moore, who again after not taking a qualifying lap time, didn't get to see him in heat race number 1. The first time we see him here was your C main. And unfortunately, he was battling for a transfer position to the B. And just a couple of little mistakes. And unfortunately, when these cars get stuck into the concrete, they break very, very easily. So they'll get the, right now, Wonder Green signal. Again, the field will get set into your Delaware double file restart. Cohen O'Toole to the front row all to himself. In fact, they'll get the Wonder Green signal at the flag stand. So Cohen O'Toole, Kyle Fisher. No doubt trading some paint in the opening, what is now 7 laps of this C main. Again, top 3 will transfer to the back of the B, and then our B main will be 15 laps. 8 of them cars will go through. And I believe we are looking at, I want to say 11 cars, either 11 or 14 cars in the B main, as our C main is back underway with Cohen O'Toole again. Dylan Price working down low. Jacob Croker trying to get a run in the 15 car. Here comes Croker to the outside. He'll slide and just get those right rear tyres in the marbles up close to the concrete. He'll do the same into turn number 1 and 2. It's a very, very thin cushion up there. No doubt there'll be something starting to lean on as the track wears on. O'Toole into the wall. Fish had to check up, as did Croker. And then there goes Dylan Price, who Price and Croker had a bit of contact. Hey, Mikey. 2 to run for Cohen O'Toole in the 18 car again. That right rear quarter panel nearly digging into the concrete wall. They'll come to the white flag. 1 lap left to go here in your C main. Into 3 and 4. Fisher and O'Toole. Who will it be off turn number 4? O'Toole with a run on the outside. And Cohen O'Toole will just get there from Kyle Fisher in second. Third will go to Jacob Croker. Cody Gay home in 4th position. 5th will go to Aiden Gardner. 6th will be Dale Rollins. Dylan Price in 7th. Lachlan Moore 8th. And Cooper Croker did not start a DNS for the 56 car. Your B main cars on the race, almost on the raceway. 11 cars is going to take to the racetrack. Hato Bish in the 86 on pole. In the 21 car, Alan Cleary lines up at a position number 2. Daniel Nickel, the 18, lines up at a position number 3. Corey Borden in car 7 lines up at a position number 4. Position number 5 with the 93 car of Brendan Randall to the outside from 6 in car number 12. That is Jason Crawford. Riley Stewart, the 96, lines up at a position number 7. Jason Burke in the 74 from position number 8. Your C-main winner of Cohen O'Toole in the 18 lines up at a position number 9 from 10. It's the 32 car of Kyle Fisher. And Jacob Croker lines up shotgun at the back of the field in this one as we get ready for what is your B main. 15 laps. Safety car going to move infield as we are ready for a start. Hato Bish in the 86. Alan Cleary on the outside of the front row in the 21 car. And your B main is underway. Nickel immediately to the runner-up position. McCleary going to try and fight back on the outside as they work off into turn number 3 and 4. They'll look to complete lap number 1. Keep an eye on Riley Stewart after qualifying inside the top. Well, I'm pretty sure he qualified third quicker was here this evening. He's now running in a B main after having a little bit of misfortune in his heat race earlier on tonight with Jaden Russell. Nickel by Cleary. Cleary going to continue to work it upstairs down into turn number 3. Nickel slides up, and Cleary now going to try and make a run down to the inside. That he does so Stewart's got to be careful here because these two guys are battling real hard with one another right now. Nickel, Cleary, bit of contact, and now they'll go 3 wide on the exit of turn number 4. Stewart was on the bottom. Here comes O'Toole now. Jacob Croker as well in the 15 car. Croker down low in the 15 from the back of the C main. He's now right in the middle of a transfer, right in the middle of this pack, but also in a transfer position. You see the 12 car, Jason Crawford, who was just to the very right of your screen. He, at the moment, is on the outside looking in. Jason Burke, unfortunately, already back in the pit area. Borden to the inside. Croker nowhere to go with Croker upside down. Hard lick for the 15 car will go yellow. And that car is not turning. That right front is severely broken. Look at the front. Look at the front left there of Croker. Unfortunately, that 15 car ain't going anywhere. So Hado Bish will wait for the racing.com official pace truck to come by here on the front straight away. They'll get the pacing signal. Absolutely can't park there. We've been saying that for years before it was popular. So again, big thank you to, of course, Late Model Racing Tasmania for their support with the series, along with Racer Industries, MFD Linehaul, Cool Drive Auto Parts, Crawford Designs, and MPI. Again, without the support of these businesses, this just does not happen. And we're so very thankful that you can join us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. So after tonight, there'll be 4 weeks left, a month left of the series. There'll be 8 to run here in the B main. We'll come back racing off turn number 4. We're back racing, so we're right around the halfway stage of your B main. Riley Stewart in second position. How about this? Your C main winner of Cohen O'Toole from 9th to 3rd. Here comes Crawford with a run on the inside. He'll throw the slider on the 32 car of Kyle Fisher. Meanwhile, Daniel Nickel in that red and black number 18 car, trying to come after the other 18 entry of Cohen O'Toole. So a few little battles developing, a couple of storylines developing here in this one. Battle was on for the race lead between, we've got a wheel rolling around in turn number 1 and 2, and dare say that's going to be the 93 car of Brendan Randall, considering that car is back in the pits. Stewart with a slide job on Bish. Bish turns it back underneath him, and now Cohen O'Toole right there with him again. 3 wide with Fisher and Nickel, but now gets away from that 3 wide battle. There'll be 4 to run at the line, and Stewart takes over the race lead down into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, gee, look at Cohen O'Toole. Oh, problems for the 15 car. Oh, no. Hado Bish goes from the transfer position. Well, he's just in one still. He's in 8th position, but boy, Jacob Croker, that could have got disastrous for other drivers on the racetrack. Fisher to the inside of Nickel. Robin Panels, Robin Pate. 2 to run at the line for Riley Stewart. Fisher by Nickel. Can Nickel come back at him? Can Zane O'Toole, who's not even here, that's Cohen O'Toole. Can Cohen O'Toole in the 18 car, can he get a run on Daniel Nickel? There's one lap left to run. Nickel goes down to the inside on Fisher in turn number 1 and 2. Fisher's got the advantage. Meanwhile, Stewart's got the run and the lead into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Riley Stewart wins your B main. Kyle Fisher home in second. Third will go to Daniel Nickel. Cohen O'Toole in fourth. Jason Crawford will come home in fifth position. Sixth at the line is going to be Haydo Bish. Corey Borden in seventh. And Alan Cleary in position number 8. So let's take a look at your B main results now. Just to confirm, your top 8, Riley Stewart, Carl Fisher, Daniel Nickel, Cohen O'Toole, Jason Crawford. Your top 5, Haydo Bish, Corey Borden and Alan Cleary will come home in the 8 transfer positions. Jacob Kroger, Brendan Randall will come home 9th and 10th. And, of course, Jason Burke in 11th to make up this 11-car field as we get sent for what is your your dash lineup, I should say. So how about this for our front row? Riley Hutchison and Harry Stewart. We should go back to what is going to be Jaden Russell and Rowan Jones on the second row. That's correct. Nick Ryan alongside, I believe we're looking at Lyle Fisher in the 029 car. So he'll move up in front of Sean Stevens, and that, of course, will put Oscar Ames and Sean Stevens on that 4th row. All right, 8 laps on the board. Ready for our dash. Let's go racing your dash. This will determine the first 8 positions in tonight's A main event. Who will it be? Let's find out off turn number 4. 8 laps on the board. Your dash for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series is green. And already they're 2, 3 and 4 wide off for turn number 2. Harry Stewart, Jaden Russell. Russell now slides up in front of Stewart. Stewart turns it underneath him. Riley Hutchison caught the worst end of that one. Rowan Jones now to the inside of Hutchison. Stewart, Russell around the outside of Jones. Jones got split inside and outside. Russell trying to come after the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Now goes for the slider into turn number 1 and 2. Clears him and now makes a bit of right side romance. Loving with the concrete wall. Now Rowan Jones, Riley Hutchison. They will battle it out for what is position number 2 and 3. Here comes Fisher. I've lost count already. I don't even know if that's 3 or 4 laps. I think it's 4. Hutchison trying to come after Rowan Jones in the 31 car. I think that's 5 down. And I believe you're looking at 3 to run. Fisher with a slider there on Hutchison. She's right across the nose of that 2 car. I think there's only a couple of laps left to run here in your dash. Jones is looking mighty fast right now. Stewart still the fastest car on the racetrack. I'm hoping there's only 2 to run. Stewart still leading by about 4 car lengths, I should say, as Jones again trying to shorten the entry into turn number 3. Should be white flag. In fact, that's going to be checker. The 11, the 31, the 2, the 029. And you go back to the 99. I'm going to go 27, 2 and 6. 27, 26 and 2. I got, when it comes to 5th, 6th and 7th, well no, 6th, 7th and 8th. Sean Stevens trying to get out there now, just trying to tag up onto the back of this field. But there is your top 5 that will be in tonight's A main event. And again, our overlay might say a little different, but getting the win in the 11 car was Harry Stewart. Second place went to the 31 car of Rowan Jones, a 2 car of Riley Hutchison in third. Lyle Fisher in the 029 in 4th position. Oscar Rames in the 99 car rounds out your top 5. And then, of course, our 3 DNFs happen to be Jaden Russell, Sean Stevens, and Nick Ryan. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was Jaden Russell was 6th. So it looks like they are opening up the track here this evening for your warm-up. Again, not sure how long these drivers are going to get, but they are going to get just a few minutes of preparation on this raceway. Again, we can go back and just have a quick recap of what we've seen so far. We'll go back to last week at the Lernerville Speedway, where, of course, Harry Stewart, again, in what was, I don't want to say dominating circumstances, but really had that race won, and then a couple of late yellows made it just a little bit closer, where he got the win over Rowan Jones in 2nd. Daniel Boyd completed the podium from Lernerville Speedway. We've also got, in fact, let's have a look at the point situation. Let's look at your top 5 coming into tonight. Harry Stewart, of course, 5 wins. He is 74 points clear of Riley Hutchison, back with 1,125 points. Nick Ryan, 3rd, 1,003 points. And you go back to Riley Stewart in 4th, 976 points. This is a big one. Jacob Croker, 5th in the point standings, did not make it out of the B main and will not take part in the A main here this evening. So that is going to change up right around that 5th place finishing, because Nash Granger, who was in the show, Kyle Fisher, also in the show, Shannon Jordan, Mark Scott, and Cohen O'Toole are also in the show, and that is your top 10. Kobe Noonan, Rowan Jones, they're in the show. Sean Stevens, Daniel Boyd, those guys are in the show. Jonah Blackburn, is he in the show? He is. Jonah Blackburn's in the show as well. So, all right, let's take a look at your feature race starting lineup here from Lernerville Speedway for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. This is going to be incorrect on screen, but I can tell you, Harry Stewart lines up the 11 car on pole position to the outside of the front row with the 31 car of Rowan Jones. Your second row inside from position number 3 in car number 2. That'll be Riley Hutchison from 4. Driving car number 029. That'll be Lyle Fisher. From position number 5 with the 99 car of Oscar Range. From position number 6 in car 27. That is Jaden Russell. Your 4th row inside and outside will be the 26 car of Sean Stevens and Nick Ryan in the 2L car. From here on back, from 9th on back, is going to be correct on the grid and on the screen. From position number 9 in car number 6, that is Mark Scott. From position number 10, it's the 25 of Nash Granger. From position number 11, the 26 car of Kobe Noonan. From 12, the 10 of Shannon Jordan. From position number 13, the 3 of Bentley Summers. From 14, the 79 of Daniel Boyd. From 15, the 55 of Jack Murphy. From 16, the 30 of Jonah Blackburn. From position number 17, the 96 of Riley Stewart. From 18, the 32 of Kyle Fisher. From 19, it's the 18 of Daniel Nickel. From 20th, it's also an 18 car of Cohen O'Toole. From position number 21, it's the 12 car of Jason Crawford. From 22 in car number 86, Hado Bish. And your 12th and final row from position number 23, the 7 car of Corey Borden. And from position number 24 in car number 21, Alan Cleary. So it looks like we have got 23 starters here for the main event. So we'll get this lineup sorted. So I think there's just a little bit of confusion on who is going to start position number 4. So it looks like they're going to bump Oscar Rames to position number 4. They'll bump the 020 or the 27 car of Jaden Russell back to position number 5. Sean Stevens in 6. Who are we missing out of that one? The 11. Where's Harry Stewart? Okay, so he's opted to take the back road challenge. I dare say he's opted to take some money on the line and go to the back of the field. Well, we could see Our second different feature winner this season. As they make their way into the greatest sight in all of motorsports, a simple show of respect from the drivers. As they are 4 wide here for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models presented by JSI Sim Sports. No better sight in all of motorsports. Again, we're missing 1 car here tonight in the feature event, which of course happens to be the 86 car of Haydo Bish. So they stay 1 full complete lap in a 4 wide salute. I'll come off turn 2 and they'll be told to break away from formation. That's exactly what happens. And they'll get back into rows of 2 by 2 here from Eldora. And if I'm this front row, I am licking my lips right now, because they know the biggest threat has gone to the back of the field. They get the 1 to green signal right now off turn number 4. Your field is set. 23 starters in tonight's A main event. How far can Harry Stewart come through the field? He starts dead last in position number 23. He's got to be patient, but he's got to be up on the wheel from the very get-go. They come into turn number 3. Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Models round 6 from Eldora Speedway. Let's get naughty for 40. And we're green flag racing. Rowan Jones, Riley Hutchison will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2 for the first time here in tonight's 40-lap feature event. Jaden Russell. Meanwhile, Fisher and Ames go side by side. Russell to the inside there on Hutchison. A little bit of door banging there in the middle of 3 and 4. Fisher trying to go to the inside on Jaden Russell. Now here comes Oscar Rames to the outside. 3 wide down the back straightaway for the final step on the podium. Russell slides up in front of Ames. Keep an eye on Nick Ryan working down to the very inside of the raceway. Ryan goes down low. Meanwhile, Riley Hutchison coming after your race leader right now. New race leader down the back straightaway, but no, Rowan Jones, he wants it back down into turn number 3. Slide job for the race lead. No, Hutchison going to leave a lane for the outside of the 31 car of Rowan Jones. Stewart only up so far, up 3 positions in the opening 3 laps, so he's looking to go 1 car a lap. Another lap into the books. Rowan Jones still your race leader. They need to be careful out in front. They've just got to, they don't want to set it too fast of a pace to where they're going to burn up their tyres. But again, they know Stewart has got a long way to go right now. Slider from Ames on Jaden Russell. So just like that, 5 laps into the books. Here into a 40-lap feature event. Ryan and Fisher working side by side for positions number 5 and 6. Meanwhile, Oscar Rames throws the slider there on Jaden Russell one more time. Very close to a dead heat at the start-finish line. Jaden Russell now with a slider of his own, with Oscar Rames coming back to the inside. Ames again finds the moisture down low, down into turn number 3. Not going to slide up all the way. Russell now, he's going to find his own moisture down to the low side of turn number 1, so it's like a tennis match right now. You throw a slider at one and I'll throw one back at you. They've also got to be careful, because with this slider they're going to slow each other up, and that's going to allow the 029 car of Lyle Fisher to come into this pitch along with the 2 car of Nick Ryan, and don't count out the 26 car of Sean Stevens as well, not too far away. Stevens has got his hands full with the 25 car of Nash Granger, and then they've got Jack Murphy closing in. Still 2 wide racing here throughout this field. From top to bottom they go. There is Harry Stewart in the 11 car. He's up to position number 14 as Carl Fisher goes around, parked to the infield, parked on the inside. On the back straightaway, first yellow of tonight, and probably a yellow that realistically Harry Stewart wanted to see. So from high above the raceway, look at the 11 car. Look at how close he was to missing this one. Gee whiz. on board. Wow. Should be able to get another very good close-up of this one. Gee, I don't think you get much more closer than that without actually hitting him. And this is the stuff that Stewart realistically has to watch out for when coming through the field. You can just see he just got out of it at the right time. But Rowan Jones is your race leader. And the 31 car. So just like that, we're a quarter way into this feature event. Lights will go out. And we'll come back to your Delaware double file restart. Riley Hutchison opting to go to the outside of the raceway. Gotta say, I'm a little surprised at that. I thought he might have gone and used that inside line to his advantage and slide up across the raceway in turns 1 and 2. Maybe follow Rowan Jones in there, but it looks like that's not the case. So we'll see if that comes back to bite. Hutchison in the backside here on the restarts. And here we go. Oscar Raines going to keep it pinned down to the low side through turn number 1 and 2 and challenge Jones for the race lead. Here comes Hutchison now with a run. Here's the move for Oscar Raines. Slides up, slide jump for the race lead. 3 wide for a moment. Rowan Jones back to the number 1 position. Here comes Hutchison. He was in third at the start-finish line. Now going to challenge Jones once again for the race lead. And Riley Hutchison, look at it. It's his turn to go for the slide job. No, backs out of it. He knows he was not going to get clear of the 31 car, so he opted to pull that car up and leave a lane for Rowan Jones to come back to the outside, just like Ames left the lane there for Hutchison. 3 wide again. Ames with a slide job and into the side of Jones. Jones into the wall. Hutchison to the race lead. Here comes J. Russ of Jaden Russell. Russell going to split the gap right through the middle and go from 4th to 2nd. Jones into the concrete wall. Here comes Lyle Fisher now in the 029 car. Gee, Rowan Jones, talk about getting chewed up and spat out. Not a happy couple of laps since the restart there. Jones back to the outside of Ames in the 99 car. Ames will go and get shuffled back to position number 4. Meanwhile, Murphy 3 wide down to the low side with Stevens and Fisher. Then you got Harry Stewart. Here he comes. Look at the 11 car. Oh, he backed out of it. He got into the back of Fisher. He backed out of it. He knows that if Fisher had gone to round, Stewart would have had to go on and come from the back once again. Murphy, Stewart, rubbing panels, rubbing some paint down the front straightaway. Gee, it's getting busy right now. Murphy 3 wide. No, not quite now, 3 wide. Murphy slides it up in front of Sean Stevens. Stevens tries to turn it back down the racetrack. Here comes Harry Stewart. Stewart with a run on the outside of Jack Murphy now. 3 wide again through turn number 1 and 2. And here comes Stewart. Look at the 11 car. Just pilot that... Pole of the Pro late model. Murphy with a short slider there on Fisher, and 3 wide they go down the front straightaway. Fisher, Murphy into the concrete wall. Paul Murphy done and dusted in this one. Yellow will come out. Gee. And just like that, yellow, our second yellow of your feature event, and Harry Stewart is up to position number 5 in 18. Now make it 19 laps from 23rd to position number 5. Is Rowan Jones trying to get into the head here of Jaden Russ to say, hey, you know what? I'll pretend I want the inside line. So they'll be pacing for now. Nick Ryan out of the event in position number 23. So Jack Murphy now scored in 22nd position. There's still 21 cars on the racetrack. Of course, we had, I think it was Hato Bish in the 86 car, not grid up for your A main event. In fact, I'm hoping they're actually going to be 1 to green. There might even be 2. They might have even been 2 to green last lap time. Yeah, they're going to go 1 to green right now. So Jaden Russell has opted to go to the outside. Riley Hutchison, your race leader. He's been close on a number of occasions here this season. But no doubt looking to park the 2 machine in victory lane here tonight from the Eldora Speedway. But no doubt if Harry Stewart can get the job done from position number 23, boy, he's just put the field on notice for the remainder of the season, even if they do send him to the back. We're back racing here with 20 laps to run at the start-finish line. And just like that, look at that, Rowan Jones with a big slide job there on Jaden Russell. And Russell will come back at Jones now down the front straightaway. Cross flag sticks are in the air. 20 down, 20 to run here in tonight's feature event for the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series. And again, Rowan Jones goes for that big Hail Mary deep slider in turns 3 and 4. He tried to turn it back underneath Jaden Russell there on the entry to turn number 1, but maybe just misjudging the speed that he carried down the front straightaway as these 2 cars of Jones and Russell battle side by side and continue to throw the slider. Here comes Harry Stewart now going to go down to the inside. Daily double slide job, 2 for the price of 1. Stewart says thank you very much. We'll go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Jones and Russell once again, they'll work in tandem with a double slide job there on Harry Stewart. And just like that, Stewart comes back on him. Now here comes Oscar Rames to the inside of Jones. Oh my God. It was almost like Stewart and Ames went for the same slider on Russell and Jones, but the yellow flag will fly. And these yellows are falling at the right time for the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Hutchison has still got a mountain of work to do here in the final 16 laps of this feature event. There is still a whole lot of work to be done. We're still looking at 8 miles to run. These restarts will be more crucial than ever. So we go 2 to green. So we're not quite ready for our Delaware double file restart just yet. And if you've been joining us here on a regular Sunday night for the past, including tonight, for the past 6 weeks, we thank you so very much for your attendance here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Looks like we are going green here off turn number 4 already. So they opted to take the laps away and go 1 to green. And right now we go back racing. And Riley Hutchison. Now that second row consists of Jaden Russell and Harry Stewart. Russell slides up in front of Stewart. Stewart comes back at him. Jones had to back out of it just ever so slowly. And now Harry Stewart up to position number 2. Here comes Jones back after Russell into turn number 3 and 4. And 3 wide for a split second. But it's side by side for what is 3rd and 4th position. Now here comes Oscar Rames into the picture right now in the 99 car. So 3 cars battling it out for positions 3, 4 and 5. Ames trying to put pressure and force Jaden Russell into a mistake here to put that 99 car into a podium position. We are going to keep an eye on that gap between Riley Hutchison and Harry Stewart. Jones coming after Oscar Rames. He really used up the 99 car, and the 99 car right front is broke. So we stay green for the moment. We'll see if he gets off the racetrack. Jones with a slider on Noonan. Noonan's got Nash Granger there. So Oscar Rames still circulating. And now he's going to get bring on the yellow. Well, you can see what's happening here. He's not happy about it. He's not happy about it at all, and well, race control could see exactly what was about to happen. So a big moment in the race with 11 laps to run. It's basically a heat race distance. Can Stewart run down the 2 car from the back of the bus? Looks like we are still 2 to green for the moment. I dare say that race control, looking at that situation, looking at the way that Rowan Jones pulls that car down to the low side, he has been charged with the end of line penalty for that one. So just like that, Jones from leading a few laps in tonight's main event to challenging for the race lead to going back to a podium position, now to the rock and the back end of this field. And how things can change very quickly here in the space of a handful of laps or even a couple of laps. Ready for a restart. Riley Hutchison will come back with 11 to run. Is that an omen sign for the 11 car of Harry Stewart? Let's find out. Back to green we go to start lap number 29 of 40. Russell into the back of Harry Stewart. Here comes Nash Granger in the 25 car, and now Granger is going to move into position number 3. Will he slide it all the way up? No, he'll stay mid-track through turn number 3 and 4. Keep an eye on Kobe Noonan as well in that 26 car. Then you go back to Riley Stewart and Cohen O'Toole in the 18 car. Remember, Cohen O'Toole, he originally won your C main, so he is looking to be tonight's hard charger. O'Toole nearly got a shot in the shorts there from Jordan as Daniel Boyd now goes to the inside. Stewart problems, just having trouble getting that right rear quarter panel out of the concrete wall. Here comes Jaden Russell now down to the inside. 8 laps left to run for Riley Hutchison. How will the nerves fare in these next 8 laps? 4 miles for Riley Hutchison. Jaden Russell still trying to put the pressure on the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Meanwhile, battle is on for 4th, 5th and 6th position. Riley Stewart goes 2 for the price of 1. Granger backed out of it, as did Kobe Noonan, so well done to both Granger and Noonan to back out of it, where they seen Stewart coming up across both of them. Now Stewart again. This is Riley Stewart on screen. Going to put the move there to Nash Granger in the 25 car. Stewart 1 spot out of a podium position, but now goes back to 2 spots out. As, oh boy, Kobe Noonan gets into the back of Riley Stewart now. 5 to run. Last lap time by. Riley Hutchison was a 10th quicker. Make that 2 laps in a row. He's been a 10th quicker than Harry Stewart. Daniel Boyd with a slider on O'Toole. O'Toole comes back to the inside, 3 wide with Riley Stewart working down low. Stewart trying to work that inside line. O'Toole with a slider on Boyd. Here comes Boyd. Stewart trying to protect that inside line. Boyd backed out of it, not to give Riley Stewart too much damage. Here comes Crawford in the 12 car around the outside. Look at Lyle Fisher in the 029 car. Oh boy, dipping and diving, dodging and weaving. Boy, I tell you what, these guys are really using every inch of the racetrack. Look at Rowan Jones in the 31 car. Almost back inside the top 10. He's 1 spot out right now. 2 laps left to run. And I hate to do it, and I hate to take away from the racing on screen, but this could be a huge moment in the season for Riley Hutchison. Harry Stewart closes in. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Stewart dives down to the inside, looks for the slider into turn number 1 and 2. Can't make it happen. Back straight away for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Who will it be? Riley Hutchison, Harry Stewart. Stewart stays low there on the exit of turn number 4, but Riley Hutchison, for the first time this season, is going to find victory lane. Riley Hutchison will come away with a victory here from the Eldora Speedway. And no doubt a huge sigh of relief from the driver of the number 2 car. And rightfully so, he was able to try and do some donuts. Albeit, it had to come because Harry Stewart, I'm assuming, had opted to take a challenge. But nonetheless, when it's all said and done, Stewart's back on the podium. But the top step belongs to Riley Hutchison. Let's take a look at your full field rundown. Riley Hutchison gets the win over Harry Stewart in second. Jaden Russell in third. Nash Granger fourth. Colin O'Toole in fifth position. From the C main, mind you. Sixth will go to Kobe Noon and Riley Stewart home in seventh. Eighth to be Jason Crawford. Carl Fisher in ninth. And Rowan Jones back to position number 10. 11th will go to Sean Stevens. Daniel Nicol in 12th. Mark Scott 13th. 14th was Corey Borden. And the last car on the lead lap, Lyle Fisher in 15th. Daniel Boyd 16th. Jonah Blackburn 17th. Bentley Summers in 18th. Shannon Jordan in 19th. And Oscar Ames in position number 20th. 21st will go to Alan Cleary. 22nd, Jack Murphy. 23rd, Nick Ryan, with the final car of Hader Bish not making the start of tonight's 40-lap feature event. Boy, whiz, what a way to wrap up what is round number 6. And no doubt these guys really put on one hell of a show. We'll chat to the man that comes home in third place here this evening as we are going to bring this guy up here. We're going to move. Okay, where'd they go? There we go. We'll go there. All right, so we are going to chat to the man that comes home third place tonight. It's the 27 car of Jaden Russell. Jay Russ, third place here tonight. That's your second podium this season. All comes here at the Eldora Speedway. Boy, that 40 laps was pretty hectic from start to finish, buddy.
Yeah, it was flat out. Actually, it was good. Good race between everyone. A lot of different people racing at the front, so it was wicked.
Yeah, I tell you what, Eldora's been known to be pretty much single file in previous years, I'll say. But this racetrack looked like it had a number of different lines where you guys were able to throw those big sliders and drivers even utilising that middle part of the raceway.
Yeah, it was really good through the heats, actually. Changed up a fair few times, caught some people off guard, made for some good racing. The feature was stuck around the wall pretty well for the fast guys. Obviously, Riley and Harry made good use of that. The middle was sort of there, maybe another 10 laps or so, you could have made it work. But yeah, it was good.
Well, Jaden, well done on a third place finish here tonight from the virtual Eldora Speedway. No doubt a lot of people, a lot of sponsors that need to be thanked on this 27 car before we let you go.
Yeah, thanks again for JSI putting it on. You for doing the broadcast. It's good to look back at, and yeah, everyone with synergy.
There we go, Jaden Russell home in position number 3. We'll chat to the man that comes home in second place tonight, and he has won 5 now of the 6 feature events and 1 second place. It's going to be the 11 car of Harry Stewart. Harry, was it a challenge to go to the back, or did you get sent to go to the back for some extra cash?
Extra cash, so I thought might as well have a crack, and yeah, just came up short.
Boy, I tell you what, yeah, you didn't die wondering. You left it. There was a I think it was about lap 18, a moment on the back straighter where you just got away with your life, and then all of a sudden that 11 car came to life once again.
Yeah, there was a few moments where just all the crashes were happening right on my nose, and I got pretty lucky to not be just sort of hit him and then get attached to him and taken out. So yeah, definitely got pretty lucky coming through the field, and then yeah, just at the end there, just probably trying a bit too hard to run the top with the wall tapping. I should have just dialed it back and just ran smooth laps because Riley looked like he was making a few mistakes. So if I was probably just a bit more consistent and not trying to run hero laps every time, I probably would have had a bit more of a shot at him at the end.
I've seen an update come in the past week with the pro late models. What have you felt different in these pro late models?
I think they made it so the tyres last a bit longer, which is good. Less of just a tyre worrying race and actually racing, and then you might have a little bit of an advantage at the end, not a huge advantage. So I think that was about it. I don't know, as they still drove the same to me. I just kind of went and tried to just wall tap and try not to die and put the right front in, which I did plenty of times in the practices. So, yeah, I don't know, I feel the same, I guess, but a little bit different.
Just doing Harry Stewart things, get in, drive, go fast, and win races.
Oh, not tonight. Didn't win tonight, but I tried.
You won a heat. You technically still won a heat race.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the dash, yep. No,
Yeah.
go to bed happy. Yeah.
Go to bed happy. 5 wins, 1 second place. You come up probably a few hundred yards short. What was about half a second there in the end. Did you thinking back now? Was it a case of maybe a catch-22? Did you think of maybe holding back the slide into 3 and 4, or did you think that he was going to protect that line going into 3 and 4?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking he was probably going to cover himself into 3 and 4, which would just give me absolutely no shot. So I was just kind of hoping he'd maybe hit the wall in 1 and 2 and slow down a bit, and I could just clear him. It was probably going to be rude either way. But I think, yeah, 3 and 4, if I waited till then, he probably just would have covered it. Or even if I went for it, I don't think I would have cleared it. And if I did clear it, it's pretty easy to turn it down off a 3 and 4 to just cut back underneath. So I was kind of just didn't put myself in a good enough position at the end there to actually have a shot. But oh yeah, I might talking. Yeah, no, Riley ran a good race. I think even if I started up front, it probably would have been tough to beat him. I think I'm pretty happy running second, starting at the back instead of running second, starting at the front. So yeah, shout out to him, and yeah, I don't know, try again next week.
Well, keep the shout outs going, mate. No doubt a lot of people on this race car that need to be thanked, and no doubt a lot of people behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, just the whole JSI team for putting this on each week, yourself for broadcasting. Everyone in Discord, Shane Racing Products, 6 Ballarat, Penske's Wakash, A7 Creative down at Graphics, Joel for spectated me through that and telling me when people are wrecking, even though it was on my nose, and giving me advice that I completely ignored the whole race. And if I actually listened to it, I probably would have had a better shot. But you live and you learn. So yeah, cheers.
There we go. Harry Stewart, ladies and gentlemen, home in position number 2 tonight. Home in first place now, getting his first win. It's taken him 6 weeks, but he has finally gotten there. He's gotten the monkey off the back. It's the 2-car of Riley Hutchison. Riley, congratulations on this victory here tonight. Not going to take this one away from you. We did have Harry Stewart come from the back, but he still made you work for it there in the end. And boy, I tell you what, those last 8 to 10 laps, no doubt the nerves would have been shaking.
Yeah, definitely. I was like getting into the wall like every lap. Just as soon as I seen that relative view, I had like, I don't know, 0.7 of a second, and then it got down to 0.4 because I really got stuck in the wall. But I think we brought it back out to 0.6, so the nerves didn't get as bad there. But yeah, it was a pretty steady race for the first half until like last 10 laps.
Let's talk us through those last sort of 10 to 15 laps there with those caution flags and seeing Harry Stewart restart behind you on that second row. What was going through your mind at that stage?
I didn't really want the restarts, honestly. Like, I didn't want any of them. I had a good lead from like lap 34, whatever it was. Had like a 2-second lead or whatever it was. So yeah, just trying to stay out of the wall was the hard part. Like, this track was so rough on the top, it was hard to run.
Well, I tell you what, this is a victory and a celebration that should be earned and celebrated at least for the next week, because it's taken you 6 weeks to get here, and you've even right to the very end, even though Harry did leave it all on the table, he certainly made you earn this one. So Riley, what's the thought process? What's going through your mind knowing that it's taken you 6 weeks to finally get the monkey off your back?
Just hoping he would take the rear field challenge there, actually, because I don't think I might have had something for him. I was really consistent on the top at the start, so I'd rather run second than first for the most of the race. I don't know why, I just prefer it. But I really need that win for the points. Like, for me to contest with the points for the season finale, I'm going to have to be top 2 every race now and go good in qualifying, because that's where all the points are.
I tell you what, you certainly got your work cut out for you over the next month of racing, because this tonight completes round number 6 of 10 in the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series presented by JSI Sim Sports. Riley, congratulations. Go and celebrate this victory with the team. And before we let you go, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this car and everyone behind the scenes that makes it all possible for you.
Yeah, definitely. Just HRA Sim Sports, Alistair Automotive, Johnson Speed Shot, Magilla Speed Shop, all the boys in the Discord for that race, and yourself for the broadcast and JSI for the series.
There we go, Riley Hutchison, your winner here tonight from the Eldora Speedway, which will, of course, wrap up what is round number 5. Make that round number 6, I should say, of the Late Model Racing Tasmania Pro Late Model Series, thanks to Racer Industries and, of course, JSI Sim Sports. Big thank you to, of course, Cool Drive Auto Parts, MFD Line Haul, MPI, and Crawford Designs. Without their support, none of this is possible here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Week number 6 is complete. We've got 1 month of racing, 4 weeks left, but so far, recap what we've seen here tonight. It all started with, of course, with qualifying, where Riley Hutchison taking out the Quick Time Awards. He picked up the win in heat race number 1. Harry Stewart got the win in heat race number 2. Jaden Russell got the win in heat 3. Rowan Jones got the win in heat race number 4. Cohen O'Toole got the win from the pole in the B main, when Riley Stewart got the win in the B main from position at number 7. Your hard charger here this evening, plus 15 positions. Cohen O'Toole in car number 18 moves up 15 positions to be your hard charge. I believe that he's also picked up some extra cash courtesy of the guys at MFD Line Haul for their support with the series as well. So week number 6 is complete. We are done and dusted here from the Eldora Speedway. We have got a month, 4 weeks left of racing here in the Late Model Racing Tasmania Racer Industries Pro Late Model Series presented by JSI Sim Sports. But until next week, on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off saying good night. We'll see you back next week.